You need to start standing up and correcting the Black woman, because if not, we are doomed. I just wanted to say that initially when I watched it, I wasn't really super impressed. And I think it's because I expected that of Dave Chappelle. Just watching him over the years, he's always to me been very fearless and just doing whatever. And so I didn't think anything had changed. You know, what I did notice, as you were talking about, you know, he came after everybody. And he came after the Jews, the LGBTQ element of he came after Hollywood, he came after feminists. So I did feel like he covered everything. But when I was listening to you, you did point out that he did not say anything about Black women. And there's a meme where it's all of these guns pointed towards Black men. And one of those guns is from a Black woman. So you spoke about how, you know, Dave got on everybody that he thought could be an enemy to the Black man, but he did not mention Black women. So if I have to give him any praise, it would be leaving this lane open. And then I have to praise you for acknowledging that no one is standing there and give me the ability to step in that lane for a few minutes. Because I have been saying for the longest time, Black women are above criticism right now. And I don't know why that is or where it came from, but it needs to stop, because this is why you're seeing us run amok, and it's not helpful. This is why Black women can be shaking their ass in a restaurant, and when the owner tries to correct them, they go and ruin his Yelp review. This is why you can see Keisha Lance Bottoms tearing up Atlanta with an understaffed police force and high crime, but no one will say anything about her. This is why Cori Bush and people like Stacey Adams are being heralded as the epitome of Black excellence, when they could really be poster children for obesity, diabetes, and high blood pressure. This is why Joe Biden could have spoken to any woman in America that he wanted to, but he talked to Cardi B to barely string a sentence together, but no one wanted to say anything because she's a Black woman. This is why you have single Black women having children, having child after child, but no one wants to say anything as she screams, "I don't need a man," while she teaches your daughters these same values and raise your sons to be gangbangers and no one wants to say anything to Black women. This is exactly why I myself hold back a lot, because I know that there's a group of Black women that would have a problem with what I have to say. But this is why right now, I don't care. I am like Miss Seeley when Harpo came to talk to her to say, "I can't get Sophia to listen. Sophia won't listen to anything I say." And Miss Seeley said, "Beat her." I'm not saying beat her. But I am saying that Black men need to start standing up and correcting the Black woman, because if not, we are doomed. So I want every Black woman and any woman of any color now to march your ass through the cornfields, pushing the stalks to the left and to the right, and come and step to me and say, "You told Harpo to beat me," so I can say yes, because it's time out for us not having correction. It is time out for y'all causing all Black women to look like immoral, materialistic assholes.
Let's applaud that woman, Miss Michelle. Oh my God. If anybody knows, you know, the funny thing is, a white woman, my friend Donnie, she's white. She told me about her fucking the year before last. And then I looked at the name, I found out who she was. I looked at the name anyway, and I was like, oh, all right. I'm gonna start opening the show with that. I think I need to, because everybody needs an intro, and she is dead on with everything she was saying. So my powdered creamer is not melting. It's not melting. Well, let me let it sit for a second. So good morning. I got Brandon. He's up in this bitch. Feel good music. He's up in this bitch. He's up in this bitch too. My man Dewan, Steven, and Frog all are up in this bitchers. Appreciate you guys for being here. Honestly, man, you guys could have been anywhere else in the world, but I'm glad you guys are here. I'm glad you are here. What's going on, XM? Much blessings to you too, sir. I'm glad you guys are here because I want to talk about something today, and I want to talk about Dr. Dres' divorce. And first of all, damn, I wanted to get some stats before I start rambling off of my mouth. Hey Siri, how much did Michael Jordan settle his divorce for?
Here's what I found from Extracting.com. Basketball great Michael Jordan has reportedly settled his divorce with ex-Juanita for a whopping $168 million.
Okay. $168 million is how much Michael Jordan said his divorce settled his divorce for. I'm gonna get back to that. I'm gonna be able to get back to that. Okay. People, I just had a birthday, so my friends are like, why you ain't tell us? Why the fuck you think I brought 2 pair of Kazals on Christmas? One was for Christmas and one was for my birthday. That's why. Oh, dear mine. Let's get this thing started. Let me disconnect that. And then let me, please. We're going to get this thing started. Really? Wow. Okay. Okay. I appreciate that, Stephen. I got so we got Cherie. I don't know if I'm new one, but the Texas Rattler. I know who you are. What's going on? Appreciate you for being here. Therefore, expected Western marriage, regardless. Very well said. Okay. I got Boogie up in this mark too. So what's up, all you guys, man? Really, I appreciate you for being here. So we're gonna talk about something. And here's what I want to talk about. And Boogie, I'm sorry. Game behind it. Okay. I like what XM said. I'm gonna use what XM said to catapult into what I'm saying. These 304s still expecting Western marriage, regardless of the gains behind it. So let's break something down. People, I tell you guys, I've been telling you guys for years, I can get up today, go see a crackhead walking down the street, marry her. She ain't getting nothing if we get a divorce. The problem with a lot of you individuals when it comes to marriage, you're thinking about the get it behind on the back end. The get it bitch. Yeah, this bitch gonna get me. People, you got insurance on your car, right? Why do you got insurance on your car? You got insurance on your car to protect yourself. The problem with a lot of individuals when it comes to marriage, and I want to be clear, I'm not an advocate for it. I want to say that. I'm just saying a lot of people out there got decent women that are worthy of marriage. But the problem is, I'm 53. So at 53 years old, honestly, marriage for me, it's got to be a step-by-step in writing. First of all, I don't have a child. All right, I fathered a child, but I don't have a child. So with me, it's you have my child, then I marry you. It's kind of like my man did it in Casino, if you guys seen the movie. Then I'm protecting my house. You gets nothing. Nobody gets my house. And I learned this from Sugar Ray Leonard, the boxer Sugar Ray Leonard. I learned that from him back in the 90s. he got a divorce. I think he got his divorce in the 2000s. Let me ask Siri. Hey, Siri, when did boxer Sugar Ray Leonard get his divorce?
Okay, I found this on the web for when did boxer Sugar Ray Leonard get his divorce. Check it out.
Look at it. Listen at the Sugar Ray Leonard got to keep his $1.5 million home in a hostile divorce with his first wife. That's exactly where I wanted to go. See that? See that? The problem when it comes to marriage is we get married, blah, 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 blah. Okay, now it's time to talk prenup. I ain't signing no prenup. I mean, if I ain't getting married, if you feel as though you need a prenup, we need not to get married, then you don't get married. The problem, with a lot of individuals, when it comes to marriage, you guys, individuals, not you guys, maybe some of you guys, I don't know if you're married, but a lot of individuals leave it up to chance. You cannot leave anything up to chance when it comes to a woman. Women are like children. The great Dave Ramsey says, adults do what's right, children do what feels good. What happens when you give a kid a toy? What happens on Tuesday when you take that little brat, when you take that little brat to the store, that brat sees a toy, jump up and down, holler, scream, I want the toy. 2 days later, don't know what a damn toy is. You could have you might as well keep the receipt. When you buy a kid a toy, you might as well keep the fucking receipt and wait 2 days and take the damn thing back. Take it out the box, nice and easy, this and that. Let the kid play with it. 2 days later, when he's sleeping, take it and hide it. He'll never, ever, or she will never. Women are different. little girls love their dolls, but when it comes to toys, that's just how it is. Except girls with dolls. Other toys may be different, but they don't. Just like kids, anyway, they lose interest in something once they get it. That's how women are. There is a with women. There is a I'm owed something perspective. There is an I'm owed something narrative. Okay. So with that being said, I want to talk about Dr. Dre and his divorce. Dr. Dre got married 20 years ago. Dr. Dre had no idea that he, in the future, I guess he had an idea he was going to be rich. But what I'm saying is, Dr. Dre had no idea that in the future, he would have the biggest payday of any one person in history. Dr. Dre, when Sony brought Beats, Dr. Dre got a $600+ million paycheck. No person in history has ever gotten a paycheck that big. No one. Businesses have, but not a person. So what happens? What happens when you get a $600 million paycheck? Donna Farrakhan said, when a woman thinks she has the upper advantage, her vocal cords change. That's what she said. Remember. All right. Remember. Donna Farrakhan, Minister Louis Farrakhan's daughter, said in a speech that she was given, a lecture, she said, once a woman gets a certain amount of money, her vocal cords change. Not she get a bigger butt, not she loves you more. She didn't say nothing about that. What she said is, once a black woman gets a job, her vocal cords change. What do you think she meant by that? She gets a softer tone. I used to love you, but now I love you. No, her vocal cords change. And that, people, is the perspective and narrative that you must always have when you're dealing with a woman, whether you're dating them, you're going with them, anything. I didn't tell anybody it was my birthday because I didn't want to hear all the fake love. Don't want to hear it. Not saying you guys, I'm talking about my friends. Didn't want to hear all the fake love. Got an 18-year-old, ass this big. I'll be behind that booty like, I love this booty. Hey, what are you going to do? I tell you, boy, ain't nothing like some 18-year-old pussy. God damn it, man. Vault Fitness, my company cup. Let's be clear. This is what she said. This is what she said. Listen, that's what she said. In the blue. No, in the black. Why didn't you tell me? I could have made time for you. We could have made plans, rather. That's what she said in the black. Why didn't you tell me? Could have made plans. I'm good. I'm good. Appreciate it, though. But I don't tell nobody things so they can commit to me. No, as you were. I mean, it was the weekend. You had things. That's what people. Let me go left for a second. Let me tell y'all something about when you date an 18-year-old with a big booty. You gotta let them be themselves. Well, hey, what's up? What you doing? Oh, you going out with that thug ass nigga? All right, well, call me when you're done. Click. I just like hitting that young booty. As the late Shock G said, you can do what you like. Go do what you like. You know. But protecting yourself at all times is the real problem that you guys have with marriage. It's got nothing to do with marriage itself. See, marriage is not the problem. The context of marriage is what's getting thrown out. So let's talk about Dr. Dre. Dr. Dre, as I stated, got married 21 years ago or something, had no idea he was going to get a $600 million payday. Do you guys remember when Curtis Jackson, when he got, when vitamin water was sold for $400 million? Curtis Jackson, gave his baby mama a house in the Poconos. I used to see him all the time. And he was giving her $50,000 a year. In a car. But what did this woman do? Like all women do, they have friends. And when women have friends, and this is what y'all got to understand. You got to understand your house is your kingdom. You the big dog around here. No, 50 Cent burned the house. No. 50 Cent burned the house because she wouldn't get out. 50 Cent waited till she left. 50 Cent burned the house. You need to look at the interviews that he did after the house burnt up. He burnt that house. You know, it didn't mean nothing to him. It was in the Poconos. It was probably a $150,000 house, but up in the Poconos, if you took that house and put it somewhere else, it was worth way more than that. But 50 Cent burned the house. He made it obviously clear without saying nothing. He burned that house. But your house is your kingdom. I'm the big dog around this motherfucker. I guard this house. What's going on, 17? I guard this house like Kong guards Skull Island. You remember when he threw that tree at the helicopter? What'd he do? He like, yeah, I got you. That's how I do. I guard this house. I guard my kingdom. This is where I live. All right? That's how you need to be with your house. When the bullshit comes within the gate, when the bullshit is outside the gate, you bark at it. When the bullshit comes inside the house, you maul it. You maul it. You're on the wrong turf. That's what you men need to do when you're in a relationship with your woman. Your woman is going to go out and come back disguised as your wife or your woman, but she's going to have all the intellect of her friends. Case in point, my friend is a millionaire. Got his wife in a $500,000 home that's worth $750,000. He brought it for cash and got it at a cheap rate. Got 8 cars. Nothing is over 3 years old. 8 cars, from BMWs to Lexuses to Mercedes-Benz, is in the driveway. Beautiful home. Just got a $40,000 2-car garage built with a maid's quarters on top. His wife decides she want to still mingle with the shitty crowd. His wife loves booty out. His wife's friend, love booty out niggas. His wife's friend gets black eyed by a booty out nigga. I'm going to go see my friend because she need me. His wife comes back home mad at him. He ain't do nothing to his wife, giving his wife a great life. But the problem is, as I'm stating right now, you guys need to bulldog any bullshit. And that's what females get when they deal with me. I bulldog my mentals. I'm going to remain happy at all times. I am not allowing you to bring the shade to me. I'm not doing it, right? So whenever you have problems with your woman, you're not dealing with your woman no more. You're dealing with a collective of estrogen. Just dumb leaning, baby. Oh, you leaning, baby. Times 100. She will find friends. She'll be at the damn drive-thru at Okie Dokie Burgers. Don't know that bitch in the damn drive-thru, but will tend to get some hate from her. Girl, how you doing? Girl, I hear you talking. Girl, men ain't shit. Girl, I know that's right. Yeah, I know, girl. Oh, girl, give me your number. Just riding around collecting hate. Oh, hate collectors. But when it comes knocking on your door, you need to maul it to nothing. So when Donna Farrakhan said a woman's vocal cords change, then that is a woman saying, I got the upper hand. And now we're going to talk about the divorce proceedings, some of the things that happened. Dr. Dre ended up with a prenup. Dr. Dre had a prenuptial agreement. I don't know if you know this, but every time a woman will always try and play victim when they did something when they was in a totally safe mental space. So Dr. Dre's now ex-wife said, when I signed the prenuptial agreement, there were men in the room that had guns. So now she claiming she signed it when she was scared. So the prenup should be thrown out. You see, they real smart at knowing what they think they should get, but real dumb at what they should do. Let me say that again. They're real smart at what they think they should get, but they're extremely super dumb, very idiot at what they should do. Stand behind your man, knock it off. You didn't build this empire. I did. You was along for the ride. You are owed nothing. And then Dr. Dre responded with, well, it was only 4 people in the room. You, me, and our lawyers. Yours and mine. Where was the guys with the guns? Did you not remember? It was other people there too. No, they don't remember. Because what estrogen does is what estrogen do. Estrogen will come up with fake theories and myths to support delusion. Wow, I like that. I'm going to say that again. What estrogen does is they will come up with dumb ideas. They stupid. They stink. They will come up with all this lame shit to support their delusion. I extended it. I know that. But this is what you guys are dealing with. This is what you guys do. Very well said. Frog says selective memory. But that is, in fact, false. I'm sorry to correct you. I don't mean to be a correct you or Frog says selective memory. No, that is not memory, my man. That is imagination. It's a difference. Memory is something that has happened. Memory is something that have happened that you recall on. Well, I remember, memory. But the shit they come up with is some infatuation, delusion to the .com factor infinity, excuse me. She was trying everything. As the individuals would say, what that is there, they say, what that is. Oh yeah, she was swinging for the fences, trying to get a home run. But all the time that she was doing this, she was getting hyped up by estrogen. Ladies, if you're listening, estrogen is a terrible hype method. Try using testosterone. Logic is involved in that. But estrogen is a terrible hype method because it's packed with nothing but delusionals and stupid shit and things you think you should get, and the world is really flat. He just trying to say it's circle. Gravity ain't pulling me back down to earth, bitch. I weigh 500 pounds. That's why I can't levitate. Give me a second. You know, when I talk about estrogen, I got to pause because I don't want to get lightheaded. Okay, I had to woosah. What the woman was saying is, girl, I'm staying in this house. Girl, I'm staying in this house. Girl, I know. Girl, you better get that house. You better get that house. That nigga need to move out. This is all her friends. That nigga need to move out. Girl, y'all live in Malibu. Boo! You live in Malibu, boo! You live in Malibu, boo! Doing a bobblehead and shit. You doing a bud. You live in Malibu, boo. Girl, I know. I'm keeping that house. Girl, you better get your white bitch on. You better get your white bitch on. Now, let me go left with the white bitch theory scenario. A lot of white women, I'm scary, a lot of black creatures, a bunch of size. Black creatures would like to say, the only reason why we fuck with white women is because they're submissive. That's the only reason why we fuck with them. And a white bitch take a nigga for everything he got. So let's now talk about the $100 million settlement. If there's anybody out there, that think the settlement that Dr. Dre surrendered, $100 million, that bitch got a grip, you're fucking lying to yourself. You're lying. $100 million to a billionaire is pennies. After all, did Donald Trump not pay $50,000 for a blowjob? Because he's a billionaire. When you reach a billionaire status, your expenses become minute. And if you think $100 million is a lot of money, let me do as I always do, bring you some facts. Michael Jordan's settlement was $168 million. That's $68 million more than Dr. Dre. At the time, Michael Jordan was only worth about $300 million. But I could be lying. That could not be the facts. So let me ask. Hey, Siri. How much was Michael Jordan worth when he got a divorce?
According to Forbes.com, okay, Michael Jordan's net on the web for $1.6 million in 2021.
Hey, Siri. How much was Michael Jordan worth in 2002?
Okay, I found this on the web for how much was Michael Jordan worth in 2002. Check it out.
Oh, is it smart enough to give me those stats? I can go down a list though. I could go down a list with that other cat, that Puerto Rican dude. See, it's gonna give me his worth. See, I can't remember. Okay, well, anyway, in 2002, Michael Jordan was worth about 400 million. That's just under half of what he was worth. So if even today, 19 years later, a billionaire is only paying 100 million, where is the big payday? Because his settlement for his divorce was 168 million. Dr. Dre, 100 million. You see, let me tell you something how a woman thinks. I'm gonna put estrogen on full blast. But I always do that. Oh, dear mine. Hey, Siri, how much is Dr. Dre worth?
According to wealthygorilla.com, as of 2021, Dr. Dre's net worth is estimated to be $820 million.
820 million. Dr. Dre, 820 million. He just gave away 100 million. I can't remember that. What's that dude's name? He was on Texas. He was a Spanish baseball player. He was on Texas, and then he went to the Yankees. He got a $10 million contract. Him and Derek Jeter was battling out who's the best. I can't remember his name. Alexander Hernandez. Yeah, A-Rod. Hey, Siri, how much did A-Rod settle in his divorce?
Sorry, I didn't quite catch that. I found this on the web for how much did Rod settle in his divorce. Check it out.
2008, Alexander Hernandez got divorced.
Here it is.
What the fuck is this doing? I'm gonna tell you these numbers to make another point. An Android phone is a lot better than Apple. Apple be giving you all these dumbass things, man, that you don't ask for. 3 or 4 different things. Wow. You ask Apple for shit, and it just gives you here's some information. What is that? So you got to ask Android. How much did Alexander Hernandez settle for in his divorce? Oh, Hernandez. That's Hernandez, not Rodriguez. Hold on a second. I screwed up. A-Rod Rodriguez. A-Rod, Alexander Rodriguez. How much did Alexander Rodriguez settle for his divorce? He's paying her $115,000 a month in child support in 2008. Here's what we found. Hey, Siri. I ain't gonna ask Siri. How much did A-Rod, how much was, let me do it like this.
Sorry, I couldn't.
What was Alexander Rodriguez's wife's name?
I seem to be having trouble hearing you. Sorry about
Okay.
that.
Cynthia Skirtis. How much did Cynthia Skirtis settle for in her divorce with Alexander Rodriguez? Let's go that way. This keeps bringing me the same old shit. I want to. It's just telling me they probably left it. Yeah, I remember. His was an undisclosed amount. That's probably why. His was an undisclosed amount. I guess they didn't leak it out. I think. Yeah. He used to pay $115,000 for a decade. It says it's got $30 million a year. But Michael Jordan, let's just stick with Mike then. Michael Jordan paid $168 million. Dr. Dre paid $100 million and was worth double and then some at the time. Why? Because Dr. Dre protected himself. The biggest and most unfortunate perspective that we all have as men, a woman to get you. I'm the only one y'all know that paid child support, bragging about everything that I have. Yeah. My child support just ended like a year and a half ago. I've been bragging about what I pay. I've been saying I wipe my ass for child support. I had all my BMW I had for a while now. I brought it home. I'm living good. I told y'all the story about how a woman came and my dad's friend child came around and they backdated shit. I'm not telling you a motherfucking thing. Y'all get in court, get scared. How much was you making and when you was 12 years old? I had a paper route. Yeah, my mom was giving me allowance. We gonna count that too. Well, okay. What else? I had a summer job. Wait a minute. No, I turned 13 then. So this is when I was 13. I was making. Man, I don't say shit. Going there laughing at them. Tell them, nah, motherfuckers, I ain't telling you shit. Well, we got this and that. So what are you saying? I'm not saying nothing. Nothing. Fuck you. I'm not saying nothing. They figured that out after bringing me down there, and I wasn't cooperating. And I want to be clear. Cooperating is being scared. They figured that out. But the beautiful thing of all, appreciate that, XM. The beautiful thing of all, more than anything that I love is when this individual was ordered to leave. She was ordered to leave. And she was ordered to vacate the mansion. So, without further ado, Dr. Dre and his ex-wife, Nicole Young, went through an ugly courtroom drama over their divorce. Dr. Dre's $1 million fortune has been a source, of course it has, of the confusion between the 2 months. Dr. Dre abandoned his case against his ex-wife, Nicole, after accusing her of embezzling $350,000 from his Record One studio. But it wasn't because he was feeling benevolent. Nicole Young had until the end of the day on December 31st to gather her belongings and leave the mega mansion while they battled in a court divorce. She was residing in the Malibu mansion. Nicole agreed to vacate the 6-bedroom, 7-bathroom, 843 square foot mansion in the Malibu home by December 31st, according to the courtroom documents. According to the argument, Dr. Dre will only take her personal belongings. His ex, will only take her personal belongings from their $21 million mansion house. People, I'm going to tell you something about a woman. This is an epic failure for her. This is embarrassing. Appreciate those thumbs up, y'all. Go with me. Stop being up. Go with me here. Appreciate individuals that come and follow me over on the Blog Talk Radio Network, weeknights at 8. Link is below the video. I'll be back on tonight. Took the rest of the last year off, so I wasn't really on there every night. Just when I felt the urge to say something, got on there and did what I did. Changed my life routine up. People, I'm doing this workout regimen. Damn, I'm looking at myself as I'm broadcasting. I'm looking prettier at 53 years old. Damn, I look pretty. To be an ugly motherfucker, I'm sure is pretty. I'm laughing at something else. But I want to be clear about something. Her having to leave the mansion, epic. And I mean epic failure. Her only getting $1 million, embarrassing. Embarrassing. Let me tell y'all something about Atia LaShawn Bradley, the woman I fathered a child with. Me and Atia LaShawn Bradley had to go to court one time. And when we went to court, I had brought a Cadillac Eldorado, and her cousins lived next door to me. Up in the Pocono Mountains, next door is not like next door. Our houses was probably 300 feet apart, right? I had a lot of space. The houses up there were spaced out. For those that know the area, it's rural, it's wooded area. Fuck rural, it's wooded. You could wake up any day and find a mountain lion in your backyard, a bear, deers, foxes, is the whatever. I had brought a Cadillac Eldorado, and then I got a court date about a week and a half later. When I looked at the date that Atia LaShawn Bradley went down there to file the complaint, it was the day after I brought my Eldorado. So Atia LaShawn Bradley looked in my driveway or got a report. Girl, I'm looking next door. Motherfucker just brought a brand new Cadillac. It wasn't brand new. Motherfucker, you know, they always got to hype it up to be bad. Oh, it's a brand new Cadillac. Girl, you better go, Operation Get That Nigga. Yeah, no, that's his. He got out of it. It's nice. I wouldn't buy it though, but it's nice. She runs down to court. Gets down to court. She's rambling off at how, like I tell individuals, if you don't know, when it comes to child support, you're a billionaire. When it comes to custody, you ain't shit. You ain't shit. It's an amazing, super dumb perspective. When it's time for, like I was talking to a dummy yesterday. I was talking to a super idiot yesterday. And I said, so you make the claim that 3 of your kids, you didn't want them around your father. I said, why? Because I didn't know what type of lifestyle that he had. I said, okay. So answer me this. What did he do that made you have to call the cops since he had such a bad lifestyle? How many times did you call the cops on him? Never. I said, so all the bad that this man was in your head. I said, I am not surprised. I said, I've been doing what I've been doing for over 20 years. And that has been the case every time. That's what but you claim you're different. I was talking to an idiot, claimed she was different. All these stats that you come up with, they ain't got nothing to do with me. I said, don't look now, but you seem to follow all the stats that I talk about. And so it was. This idiot said, I want everybody to sit down right now. What I'm about to tell you, if you fall out, if you're driving and crash, I am not responsible. Cover your fucking ears. This is estrogen on full display. Listen, I'm glad my children's fathers wasn't around because a 2-parent household confuses the kids. I said, what? Who told you that? I said, well, there's a stat that proves that. I don't go by stats. Everything you do is part of a stat, dummy. But yesterday, I had to just tell her, you are the dumbest chick I ever met in my life. And that's why I stopped having sex with you. Because I'll be damned if I put a nut up in that big fat ass. Girl had ass this big. Boy, I'm going to tell you something. I used to be up in that pussy and be like, man, I'm glad I'm here. I used to be up in that pussy a couple of weeks ago like, man, I don't want to be anywhere else. My dick used to be like, I'm home, nigga. Straight up. I used to be up in that pussy like, damn it, boy. I used to put nuts up in that pussy. Fucking shit. Boy, the best shit in the world, putting a nut up in a big ass, boy. That's the best shit It's hitting the lotto, and first is putting a nut up in a big ass and hitting the lotto. I promise you that shit, boy. And I came to my senses. I said, Lord, This chick is so fucking dumb. I do not want to put a nut up in this chick. Chris, we need to be together. Chris, we need to go to therapy. I'm not going fucking to therapy with you. You're not my wife. You a fucked up individual. I'm not going to therapy with you. That's what she wanted. And I had to tell her yesterday, this is the reason why you're not girlfriend worthy. You don't listen. You don't listen to shit. I said, sometimes you need to just shut the fuck up and listen. I ain't letting no man tell me to shut the fuck up. I said, that's not what I said. I said, sometimes you got to shut up on. But is that what you heard? I said, thank you for proving my point. I said, you misconstrued everything that's said to you to fit this fucked up narrative. I said, and then I told her this because you know me, I go in on these fucking bitches. You know, I mean, stupid idiots. I'm sorry. I said, you do know that you're the only fucking adult I know that don't got a fucking job. I said, you live here in Virginia. You go back home. You go back down to Mississippi for 4 and 5 months to help your kids. Come back up here to nothing. Got to restart. I said, everybody else at 47 years old, their life have momentum. You start over every 5 or 6 months. I said, don't look now, but that's stupid. I couldn't imagine telling that chick, push, I can see the head, push, baby. Oh, hell no. Hell fucking no. I'd rather go down the street and fuck a crackhead raw. See the way I did my mouth? Raw. Then put a nut up in that chick. That was the dumbest chick I ever met in my life. I told her that. You're the dumbest person I ever met in my life. It ain't even close. Nobody. You're the dumbest chick I ever met in my life. But back to the topic at hand. Appreciate those thumbs up. Y'all stop fucking with me. Stop being a fucking with me here. Her only getting $100 million, epic failure. Her having to leave the house, an epic embarrassment. Epic embarrassment. Embarrassment. Did you hear me? Let me tell you something about estrogen. It is the dumbest hormone in the world. That's just dumb. It gives women beautiful titties and ass. When you see a woman that's voluptuous and all that, that's why women that are extremely voluptuous are the dumbest ones. When you see a woman with a fat ass and all that, that's why they feel like they need to twerk. They be twerking. They just be looking back at their ass like, it's look at the way it's wobbling. Oh, this and that. They the dumbest motherfuckers in the world. You know why? Because they got more estrogen. That only means when you see a chick with a fat ass, that only means she got more estrogen. Estrogen creates a fat ass. It causes the body to produce fat. That's why motherfuckers, when their estrogen levels get up, when they grow older and their estrogen levels go up, they get titties. They get man boobs. I ain't got none. They get titties. They get a belly. They get a belly and shit. You see motherfuckers with that big ass beer belly and boobs. You should see motherfuckers. You look at their chest, the 2 little things hanging down. They get man boobs. Why? Estrogen has invaded their body. Oh, don't get me started. But that's what happens when you see an extremely voluptuous woman. That's why the song is, never trust a big butt and a smile. That girl is poison. Why? Why a big butt and a smile? I ain't say shit about a chick with a flat ass. A chick with a flat ass is more negotiable. You can talk to them. But a chick with a fat ass, that's a video by itself. A chick with a fat ass, you can't talk to their ass. You know why? Because their estrogen perspectives is spiking. And what did I say? This chick, 290 pounds. 5'7", 290 pounds from Mississippi. Or I would go to her house and she'd be eating rice and cheese. What the fuck eat rice and cheese? But I said, that's where all that ass is coming from. The girl had a mega ass. Crystal Holman had a 54-inch ass. That, people, let me tell you something. When you see 2 big ass cheeks and then a crest in the middle, oh my, give me a second. That chick had an ass on her. A motherfucker with erectile dysfunction, she'd cure that shit. She'd cure that shit. Motherfucker be like, I had a nut. Old 85-year-old motherfucker. God damn it! I ain't had a nut in years, decades. No, I ain't had a nut in years. Then you know the old lady, oh, fuck you, motherfucker. You ain't had a nut in decades. It's over 10 years, motherfucker. It's like 2 decades. Oh, fuck you, bitch. You know, old people. Boy, he'll see that ass and be like, oh, shit. Oh, I got to get up in that big old booty. That's some true stuff, boy. Woo! I used to be up in that ass like, Lord, help me, please. Lord, help me, please. My balls be like, come on, next load out, come on, and go. Oh! I used to be like, boy. One time, one of my sperm cells called me, but hello? Hey, who's this? I'm sperm 18256. What? Sperm 18256. Yeah, I just went out in the load last night. Hey, we like it in here. What the fuck? Send some more. Nah. Hell nah. As I do the fucking bobblehead. Hell fucking nah. I told my friend James, I said, bruh, one thing I always had is discipline. I will pull away from some ass in a minute, and was glad I did. Glad I did. That woman was dumb. People, that woman was the dumbest chick I ever met in my life. Dumbest. The bitch lived in Newport News in the numbered sections. You can Google Newport News or Marshall Avenue on 26th Street, where she lived at. Crime, highest crime rate in the 7 cities. She lived down there. One time we was talking. I said, I kind of like my neighborhood where I live in. I think my neighborhood is one of the best neighborhoods to live in. I think my neighborhood is the best neighborhood to live in. I said, your neighborhood is high in crime. How the fuck is your neighborhood the best neighborhood to live in? I said, your rent is 6 something. Anywhere where rent is 6 something in 2021, it ain't a good fucking place to live. Couldn't tell her that. My friend James, his son rent is $1,700. But this 47-year-old dumb back bitch, her fucking rent is $640. I didn't even like going over there in any of my BMWs. I was only sorry when I broke my Honda. Like, damn, this motherfucking car brand new. I got to take this motherfucking... I ain't bringing none of my BMWs over here. God fucking damn. God damn it, shit, fuck. Estrogen. It's the reason why this woman, when she had to leave the house, epic failure. I'm sorry, epic embarrassment. She had to leave. When she only got 100 million, epic embarrassment. Let me tell you something about estrogen. It is so fucking dumb. It should be illegal. As the great Elton John said in the movie Be Cool, it's impossible to be that stupid. Ain't nothing a woman can tell me about her being smart. My former co-host Joy Green said that she was talking to a female one time, and the dude brought home $1,000 every 2 weeks, and she got awarded $370-something every 2 weeks. And she said the female was mad. My former co-host Joy Green said, well, what are you mad about? She said, because I only got $370. She said, well, how much do he make? She said, he bring home $1,000 per paycheck. She said, well, okay, well, how much of that did you think you was entitled to? The woman said, all of it. It is that conversation that my former co-host had with a woman to help me understand the narrative of just how dumb estrogen is, just how much off their rocker they are. And one thing that I learned in 2021, I told y'all this last week, energy. People, I woke up this morning, 2 females that I've known in my life. I woke up this morning and I apologized to them. And I apologized to them and I said, I'm sorry I did not give you a chance to right the wrong that you've done to me. Doesn't mean I want to get back with you. I didn't say that, but I said I apologize because I understand energy. And what happened when the ball dropped for 2021, I didn't understand energy like I understand it when the ball dropped for 2022. Hello? Yeah. Hey, could you it's 11 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Is it possible you can call me back about noon? I'll be all done out of here where I'm at now. It's about 40 minutes. Okay. Hey, thanks a lot. So it was that comment that I'm telling you guys here today, how I execute, how I speak, everything. When it comes to estrogen, listen, I was dating a woman for 2.5 months from like October to December. Not talking about the woman, but she was overweight. Beautiful woman, 34 years old. She began to start telling me about myself. I said, hold on. No. What I don't allow no woman to think they're going to tell me about me. It's not allowed. I ain't letting no woman sit down and be like, well, look here, because you boss, I don't watch your fucking mouth. I'm going rogue on you when you think you're going to tell me about your boy. Especially when you're 34 years old, live with your fucking sister, her girlfriend or her wife, whatever fuck they had going on, estrogen cocktail. Your mom, you and your daughter sleep in the same room. Your mom got the bed, you got a blow-up bed, and your daughter got this little racing car bed. I got a fucking house to myself. You is not authorized to even think you can tell me about me. Check yourself. You guys give women y'all undivided attention when she gets into her shit. Pause. Be a good idea to shut your mouth right now because everything that I have to say is not going to be on topic. I don't stay on topic. I go for the insults. People, I don't know if y'all remember, I don't know if y'all heard me. I used to be in joke battles. People that are friends with me on my Facebook, can ask Miss Lydia Snowden. I used to be in joke battles. She would call me up, Chris, my uncle here, blah, 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 blah. And Michael Crawley, I used to go there. They had an uncle named Mike. My friend Mike had an uncle named Mike. I used to go to me and him used to battle for years, go battling back and forth. One time he came over, energy was in the basement, his energy, I annihilated him. He never wanted to battle me since. Lydia got to the point, I'm battling 2 and 3 people at one time, 3 people against me, and I'm annihilating them. So if I got to really go with the insults, you putting me right where I need to be. I love that shit. What y'all think when I be in here going with the bobblehead? What do y'all think? Where y'all think that shit came from? I'm a fucking comedian. I love this shit. I do. When I have to do it with when I have to convert to insults, you literally got to be a 10 for me to be dumbfounded. Anything a 9.8 and below, I'm annihilating you. I'm gonna have fun when I'm doing it. I'm clowning them. That's how y'all need to be. That woman said when I opened up, she said, we need to start correcting black women. Black women need correction. Black man need to start correcting. That's why it is what it is. Y'all allow women to get in a fucking set. Y'all don't correct these fucking idiots. They're fucking idiots. That's what they are. Y'all allow these idiots to tell y'all I'm strong. You're estrogen. It's impossible. Impossible. Y'all allow these individuals to say shit and go unscathed. You better not say it because you want some pussy. Let me tell y'all something. I turn down more pussy than an average motherfucker get. I do. The chick that I just said, I was just telling y'all about, super dumb. What I just tell y'all? Her ass was so big. I said, Lord, I can imagine making that chick pregnant. It was her. If I had to rate my big booties, she was number one. The rest. And guess what? I found her last year when I was 52. Crystal Hormone was in my 30s. And guess what? There'll be another one. There'll be another one. Facts. My 18-year-old. Oh my. She got her ass on her. I park a baby up in her in a minute. Yeah, I would. Yeah, I would. I'll let a nut go. Well, I would take a nut off the leash for that pussy in a minute. I'm laughing at something else. But y'all got to understand that. Y'all got to correct these individuals. Make that your New Year's resolution. Don't let a woman get in a set. Don't get into a fucking conversation with them. Say what you got to say. You finish? Yo, you ain't gonna say nothing? No. I'm a man. I don't go back and forth with you. You're acting like a child right now, like I told that idiot yesterday. Then she tried to hit me with you got a problem with women. No, I got a problem with females. And then, for the record, I texted her the conversations that I had with women all last week up until yesterday. And I texted her, I said, now, I'm having conversations with them. Those are women. You're a little fucking child. I said, I only have conversations with you like me and you talk. Everybody else I talk to because they can comprehend. I said, you act like that 15-year-old hot in the ass teenager that think you can just, everything with you is a fucking joke. You can't verify, can't back up nothing you say like a fucking adult. You immediately go into child mode. You met the right one because I don't give a fuck about your pussy. Oh, it's some good pussy, by the way. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, I love that pussy. If I ever get in that ass again, I'm condoming up like a motherfucker. I'm shooting her shit with the fucking sperm killer, wearing condoms. I'm wiping my shit with I'm getting fucking COVID sperm. I'm getting COVID condoms. I'm getting COVID condoms up in. I'm going up in there with COVID condoms on. Shit. But that's the truth. Y'all allow these individuals to make it seem as though they are the superior. They're not the superior. They are not logical by no means. Like I said, this woman got $100,000 from a man that's worth $800 million. Michael Jordan paid $168 million when he was worth about $4 million. What does that mean? Mike almost gave up half. Dr. Dre didn't give up half. In that woman's eye, as my former co-host Joy Green said, and I heard what she said because I was right beside her when she said it.
Power on.
All right.
Pairing.
I was right there when she said it. A woman's expectation, estrogen, their expectations, if you make $1,000 a week, they want all that. They want all that. That's what they expect. That's what they expect when you're dealing with a woman. So if Dr. Dre is worth $820, that woman expected at least $700. For some reason, they think that all the things they got these imaginary prices for the shit. They think that when they say good morning to you, that's $1,000 bill that you should get. They just got this thing about them that the world is everything that they do is a service to you. Stop that shit. Put them in a place. But when I said this for years now, I had individuals, bro, that ain't how you treat a woman. Oh, I don't know what type of. Let me do my fucking dance. I told y'all I'm a fucking comedian. Let me do my dance. Do the point. Do the point. Oh, that ain't how you treat to a woman. I don't know what type of woman you dealt with. Oh, he's so hurt. He's so hurt. He's a hurterer. He's so hurt. Right. Am I now? I'm hurt. Okay. I'm hurt. Okay. But why is this? Well, as I stated, correction. That's what these individuals need. If you allow them to get away with it one time, you will pay for it times 100. If you ever had a woman tell you, Come on, be nice. Stop. If you never had a woman tell you that, you are a failure. The reason why I had many a woman tell me, come on, stop, be nice. They ain't say stop, be nice, stop talking to me like that. They said, when we have a conversation, just be nice. That's them saying, let me win. That's them saying, I just want to say stuff without any correction. The idiot that I was talking to yesterday, she said, no answer that I give you is right enough. You want me to say what you want me to say. I said, but you say you don't answer the question to what I say. 2 minutes later is when I said, sometimes you just need to shut the fuck up and listen. I ain't letting no man tell me to shut the fuck up. I said, that's not what I said. Oh, but wait a minute. That's not what I said. But is that one of your me correcting you? Yeah. When estrogen is on the loose, stupidity is in the air. Logic is nowhere in sight. That's why y'all need to correct them. But once again, I've been saying that for years and became under scrutiny, became under criticism. Oh, you need to be nice. Do I now? Let us listen to this beautiful black woman. Let us listen to this beautiful black woman.
Assholes. Black men need to start standing up and correcting the black woman, because if not, we are doomed. I just wanted to say that
Maximum volume.
super impressed, and I think it's because I expected that of Dave Chappelle. Just watching him over the years, he's always to me been very fearless and just doing whatever, and so I didn't think anything had changed. What I did notice, as you were talking about, he came after everybody, and he came after the Jews, the LGBTQ element of it. He came after Hollywood. He came after
Really?
Hollywood. He came after feminists. So I did feel like he covered everything. But when I was listening to you, you did point out that he did not say anything about black women. And there's a meme where it's all of these guns pointed towards black men. And one of those guns is from a black woman.
I'm going to let the rest play. I know I will not interrupt. I just want to say, people, for years, I've been saying, whenever I see a white cop kill a black man, and then I see a march, and then I see black women marching with those black men, I cringe. I don't trust a black woman. They are the enemy. Anytime anyone in an ethnic group make a mockery of the Holocaust like slavery, then that is a lost individual. But that is the culture of women of color. Japanese women don't say, I'm going to take you in front of the white man to mimic the bombing of Hiroshima and Nagasaki. They don't do that. Jewish women don't make a mockery of Hitler's and the Holocaust by saying to their men, I'm going to take you down in front of the Germans. They don't do that. But this is what black women do, make a mockery of things because they have a childish mentality. I can go on Oprah, I can go on Steve Harvey and any other show, and I can say this, and I can tell you what I'll be rebutted with. Yeah, but it ain't all of them. Don't have to be all of them. Once it's the culture, it's all of them.
Spoke about how, Dave got on everybody that he thought could be an enemy to the black man, but he did not mention black women. So if I had to give him any praise, it would be leaving this lane open. And then I have to praise you for acknowledging that no one is standing there and give me the ability to step in that lane for a few minutes, because I have been saying for the longest time, black women are above criticism right now. And I don't know why that is or where it came from, but it needs to stop, because this is why you're seeing us run amok, and it's not helpful. This is why black women can be shaking their ass in a restaurant, and when the owner tries to correct them, they go and ruin his Yelp review. This is why you can see Keisha Lance Bottom tearing up Atlanta with an understaffed police force and crime, but no one will say anything about her. This is why Cori Bush and people like Stacey Adams are being heralded as the epitome of Black excellence, when they could really be poster children for obesity, diabetes, and high blood pressure. This is why Joe Biden could have spoken to any woman in America that he wanted to, but he talked to Cardi B, who could barely string a sentence together, but no one wanted to say anything because she's a Black woman. This is why you have single Black women having children, having child after child, but no one wants to say anything as she screams, "I don't need a man," while she teaches your daughters these same values and raise your sons to be gangbangers and no one wants to say anything to Black women. This is exactly why I myself hold back a lot, because I know that there's a group of Black women that would have a problem with what I have to say. But this is why right now, I don't care. I am like Miss Seeley when Harpo came to talk to her to say, "I can't get Sophia to listen. Sophia won't listen to anything I say." And Miss Seeley said, "Beat her." I'm not saying literally, but I am saying that Black men need to start standing up and correcting the Black woman, because if not, we are doomed. So I want every Black woman and any woman of any color now to march your ass through the cornfields, pushing the stalks to the left and to the right, and come and step to me and say, "You told Harpo to beat me," so I can say yes, because it's time out for us not having correction. It is time out for y'all causing all Black women to look like immoral, materialistic assholes.
I want to be clear about something, then I'm going to boogie off this thing. I hope I see you guys tonight on the Blog Talk Radio Network. Once again, that link is below the video. The way you beat a Black woman is not with the physical. Two things. Don't allow them to deflect, and only allow them to deal with nothing but truth. If you do those two things, they will shrink in a moment. If you don't allow those two things, you will notice that you're dealing with someone that doesn't have a protocol for that conversation. Don't have a protocol for that conversation. It doesn't exist with them. You know why? Because they don't think it should. I'll see you guys tomorrow or tonight. Have a good day, y'all.